granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And he returns this to the 22.
Okay, ready? Hey, check Megan.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Young.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Hey, cross field.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
From the 25, here's second and 3.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on, set. Check pink. Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Young will set to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a second down throw for Young. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Here we go.
Young to throw it.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10.
Ready?
Galant's going to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Steelers at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
White. Black Ultra.
On first down, Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Drill, 52. Shot, 7.
To throw, it's Lance. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Right.
And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Let's go.
This 2nd and 4.
Ultra. Ultra. Next. Ready.
Here's Young. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Come on.
3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Young now. Under pressure, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready up.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, Young. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Finding room at midfield.
And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Seal, black. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. A short one there to Fryermuth.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Lance again.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10.
560. 6. Mega. 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris running straight ahead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
3rd and goal.
Blue striker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Darnell Washington.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
They're on the 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because Your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Young on third down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Let's go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Check smash. Check up.
They go play action. Young. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now here's Young. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
And the Panthers first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Check field.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here we go.
2nd and 5.
Left, red. Right, white. Set.
Now Young. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Dog red. Real green. Hey, red. Black shot.
Third down, Young from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 37 yards.
is. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
You kill him. Hey, Blue. Blue, go.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Ready.
On second down, here's Lance.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ready.
On the give, this is Harris. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Lance throwing on second down. He's got this to Pickens.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Set.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw held in by Washington.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Lance now on first down.
Being chased out left. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Hey, go Fury. Cut.
Now a give, running left is Harris.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Set.
Here's Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Okay, right. Blue strike.
Young to throw it this time. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Well, a terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Red cycle. Blue black.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set, go.
Running left, it's Warren.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Fight. 97. Blaster. 6. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Ready?
The Lance going to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Go
And
red.
they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Edo blue. Ready.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ready.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Young off the play fake. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Looking to throw, Young. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Davis now to return it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Down. Ready?
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Lance. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ready up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Shot. 17. Set.
They hand this off to Harris. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Drill green. Black shot. Hut, hut.
This is Harris on the draw. And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and a couple.
Set. Go.
Up the middle they go. Monk. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Yellow. Zoom. Fury. Yellow. Ready.
Off of play action, and here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Let's go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Lance wants to change him up.
Steel, black. Ready.
2nd down and goal. Lance escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Come on,
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Striker, 3-3. 6. Meta. Ready, ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hookup there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Powering his way forward. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Young now.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Ready. Quick set. Fight 60. Ready?
They'll give to Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ready, break.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
10 cycles. Yellow, go. Hey, red. Blaster, 6. 43 rail.
The Lance now to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's got his target, Harris. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the delay, here's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down. 22 needle. On the ball. On the ball.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 14. First down.
Off the play fake, Young.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
Out of the gun, it's Young. For Marshall, that's complete.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
For it was Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Young to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go. Ready.
Now Young. And once again, this is Sanders.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Young.
Throw right side complete to Carter. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Young. That's complete out right to the tight end Tremble. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Sanders, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Young. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part 1. Part 2, the 2-point conversion.
Throw the 2-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
One last shot for Young.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first.